There it is. Live broadcast. So I don't know who's tuning into this camera, but I've got also Facebook Live on here, and I'm about to get that started right now. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Good morning, Internet friends. Let me adjust this camera a little bit. Looks like it's a little bit too low. How's that? Good enough. Maybe not. Yes, it is. So I got an announcement from Twitter. I've got 2 cameras set up right now. Right now I've got one over here that is going to Facebook, and I've got one over here that is going to Google and YouTube. There's a delay in that one. Anyways, I'm not sure if you got attracted to the title or if you just like watching me do my weird stuff on this internet deal, but thanks for tuning in. I don't see anybody live on there yet. This Facebook Live thing is interesting. It's got a delay to it, everything. So you never know how it's going to go. Anyways, so what was I going to talk today? I was talking with my friend Ron about some things. He left me some messages, voice messages and things, and we were discussing how people don't respond to things when you're doing marketing. And the reason is everybody's busy. So that's where this time leverage thing comes in. Tommy, oh, how you doing? Whoa, another Magi friend. I was just with Brian Richards and Craig Carlson yesterday. And we talked about you, as a matter of fact. Isn't that a strange coincidence, unless Brian called you? So what I'm talking about right now is people don't have enough time. There's a finite amount of time in our day, 24 hours. And I forgot what it comes out to, like it's 18,400 seconds a day or something like that. I think that's what it is. And people are always pressed for time. And I think a lot of it is because of this internet thing. I think there's an illusion that's going on the internet in that people think it's more effective than it is. And I actually think it's slowing people down because they're doing things that they think is effective and it's not. So by that, I mean, oh, I got a call. It just came in and it interrupts me. It's irritating. One of those calls where they just call your number and tell you just got a $250,000 loan or something. Wouldn't it be funny if that was real? A free interest-free loan. But anyways, I digress. If I keep on looking this way, it's because I've got another camera going on up there. And what I'm doing is I'm actually leveraging my time. So right now I am broadcasting 1 on Facebook, 2 on YouTube via Google. And what's cool about this is this Facebook will be on all day long, so people will be able to connect with me and see it again and again and again. And then on Google, it's going up to YouTube. So it'll be there, and I can then propagate that out. I can take the embed code and I can put it wherever I want to put it and put it into the audience that might be interested in what I have to say. If there's anybody out there. Who else came in? Tim Flaherty and Barry Friedman. One of these days, me and Barry, we've got to do another one of those hangouts. That'd be fun. Interview things. Because Barry's got some very cool stuff. He's teaching people how to be sugar-free. Fitness. I think that's what he's doing now. Or juggling or something. Juggling a couple jobs. So what was I going to talk about? Oh yeah. So the difference between the fantasy and reality. Some people think that the internet is saving them time, and reality, I think it's wasting a lot of time. And we only have X amount of minutes in a day and hours in a day. So here's a little thing that I've got that I use. It says reality, and if this is on Facebook and it's backwards, I apologize. That's just the way that Facebook works. Now, if you turn on your perception, watch what happens with this reality. As I turn this around like this, it changes. And it now says fantasy. So that's just a cool little thing that I like. It's kind of cool, fantasy, reality. And things change. It's the shifting of perception. Like yesterday, I did this little illusion with my fingers the same size. Can you see that? They're close. That one's close to that one. But from my point of view, this one looks like it's incredibly longer than that one, which is just an illusion. So back to the time leverage thing. I was talking with my friend Ron, and I was talking to him about the concept of network marketing, because some people look at that as a pyramid and it's a scheme, it's a scam. The reality is, in my opinion, is I think it's just a hard thing to do because you're going after people that don't want what you've got, or they've got their defense shields up. So they ask you to go for your warm market, which is usually your friends and family, that soon after when you tell them, you should get on my network marketing product because it's such a wonderful thing and I'm going to be a millionaire in about a week and all that stuff. So the defense shield goes up and they don't want to hear what you have to say. So my friend Ron said that that's just a long road to hoe and having to renew people and keep them in the loop and all that. However, here's the way it kind of works. If you take a deck of cards and you start flipping cards, eventually you're going to hit an ace. When you find that ace, that's a good card. So that's kind of what the network marketing thing is. It's not so much about dealing with all the other cards, the 2s and the 4s and the jacks and the queens. And you're looking for the ace because that ace is going to take this thing and run with it. So with some people, and it's more evident now than it used to be pre-internet because you had to work with your team because you're kind of local and you had to do long distance phone calls and stuff. Nowadays with the internet, it's a lot easier because you've got this internet thing and you can do the synergy collaborative kind of concept. Like just yesterday, I was with my friend Brian Richards and Craig Carlson. We just did a little quick thing, Magic Lounge talk. And Brian shared the video on his stream. And it turns out that some friend of Brian's, I think has a daughter or a sister or a mother or something that is taking gymnastics lessons from our friend Craig Carlson, who used to be a University of Minnesota gymnast. So it's interesting how this leverage can happen with the internet. And a lot of people don't understand that. They're trying to use tools and technology and do tricky things when the reality is all you have to do is become known, liked, and trusted. Hence, that's why I'm using video. You may not like me, you may not trust me, you may not want to follow me, but that's up to you. So I'm just putting myself out there to literally thousands of people because who knows who's going to see this on YouTube or on Facebook Live like this. And it's up to the individual, if they're interested, to come to me because I have what they might want. And if they don't want it from me, they can go to someone else. So I'm saying this because I just recently got involved with a program it's a nutrition product. It's called Thrive. And what I did was I tested it first. I tried it out to see if it kept me excited and energized, and it does. It makes me talk too much. My wife says I'm talking more and I'm happier and I feel a little more focused and energized. And basically what it is, not trying to pitch or anything, I'll just tell you what it is. It's a capsule that you take in the morning. You wait about 30 minutes, then you take this shake and it synergistically works together. It gives you more energy, and then you shower up, get ready for your day, and you put on this patch. It's kind of like one of those nicotine patches, but it's not nicotine, it's vitamins. So it's called DFT, Derma Fusion Technology. So you can put that anywhere on your skin. You can hide it under there. You can put it on your wherever you want, you know. So I am doing that product, and I like the product. So I'm also promoting it because it costs nothing to be a promoter. So I checked that little box, and now I'm promoting it too, as I'm doing to you. So if you're interested in health and wellness, or possibly network marketing and how that concept works, let's connect and see if we can do this. Aside from that, there's a lot of other things that I do. I do my magical entertainment. I've got some internet marketing education that I sell and promote. What else am I doing? I got my Synergy Collaborative group that I'm doing, and then I've got the Magic Lounge. So Brian and Craig and I are going to work on building that up, do some corporate events for this upcoming holiday season. So if you know of somebody that has a company that is looking to add some magic to their holiday event, ring us up. What else? My Synergy Cafe. My Synergy Cafe is a directory. It's a directory online, and you can advertise on it. Now, I call this Bradvertising because it's different than just putting your ad on this directory and hoping that someday somebody finds it, like Craigslist and Backpage and what's that other one? What's the one that Upcoming? I think Yahoo had Upcoming or something like that. All those little free sites, they just sit on there. What we do with mysynergycafe.com is you put your ad on there, and we then share that link out to an industry that might be interested. Like say, for example, if there was a musician that was on there and he was looking for gigs and wanted to collaborate and find a drummer and a guitar player and connect it with the lead singer, they could put that ad or article or blog post on there, And then I would then share it on, I think there's a thing called Twin Cities Music Scene. And those people might want to join this dude and start a band. Similar thing for like the fitness thing. You put the right product in the right audience, then they're more apt to be interested in what it is that you've got to offer. So this seems like a lot of different stuff, but it's really just about creating relationships. So I've got relationships with the business relationships, a guy over in the UK I'm working a program with. I'm talking to a guy over in Thailand right now that's also from London, but he's in Thailand right now, so I'm going to Skype with him and we're going to talk. I've got some connections here locally. There's Tim, and Tim says, marketing is the secret of business and the secret of marketing is relationships. It is. It's only, here's a quick example, houses. My friend Ron helps people, help realtors find leads. So I was talking with him, and on the topic of real estate, it's all about the relationship. I bought one house in my life. I bought a house in Golden Valley. I didn't search for a real estate agent. I knew who I wanted to work with. It's somebody I knew from years ago. That's who I connected with to buy a house. And it was because of the relationship. It had nothing to do with how fancy they were, their cute little smile on their business card and all that kind of stuff, because I knew plenty of realtors, being with all the different chambers of commerce and BNI meetings and all that kind of stuff. It's all about the relationship. If I'm looking to buy a house over maybe in the Wayzata area, I might talk to Tim, because Tim and I, we kind of vibe. So who knows? I'm not sure if I'm in the market for a house right now. I really like this apartment living where you don't have to shovel, and you don't have to clean the gutters, and you don't have to mow the lawn. You just live in the apartment, and we're going to use their party room. We got a theater in there. There's a pool. We can do videos. So anyways, I want to do one other thing for you. This is a little something with a piece of thread. And this is an example of time. So here's what's going to happen. I'll take this little piece of string. It's I do a joke about it being dental floss or mental floss. Get it? Okay, it's a lot more funny when you're in person. So if you can see this, I'll do it real close here. It'll look like it broke. Did you see how that broke? That was just an illusion because that didn't really happen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to break it again. Look at this. You can probably hear it. I'm not sure if you can hear that break. The microphone's down here. Do you hear that break? What I'm doing is I crack my knuckle, and it creates the illusion of separate pieces. Because of the audible part, you hear it, so you just agree that it's broke and it's separate pieces. Then I take all the pieces like this and I put them together in what I call a barehanded fuse welding process. And I pretend like the pieces are going back together. Okay, now it looks like it, it appears like it. And the perspiration from my fingers will actually stick on this string. Watch when I stick it like this and pinch it. It'll stick on there and stay. This is cool. See how that stays there? Stays right there. Now here's the cool part. We take our little timepiece and we'll go back in time a little bit. I see I just turned it around. We're going back in time. And before I broke the string, it was one whole piece. Isn't that weird? We just went back in time. So I started this thing at 9 o'clock, and right now it's about 9 o'clock. I'm only kidding. Okay, anyways, peace, love, and happiness. This is Magic Brad signing off. If you want to know more about me, you can go to followmagicbrad.com or go to magicbrad.com. You can find the Synergy Collaborative. You can find thrivewithmagicbrad.com. And if you want to have coffee or go to amazing Thailand and have spring rolls, or they got some great green chicken curry over at the Big Bowl. I like to go out to eat. It's a fun thing. We're also going to be going to Cirque du Soleil tomorrow. There's some talent. Okay, see you everybody. Thanks for eavesdropping on my Facebook Live. We're going to let you guys go. Here we go.